Whether it's missing a serve really badly, getting hit in the face with a volleyball, or going up to hit an overpass and then just completely missing the ball. Trust me, as a volleyball player, I've had my fair share of volleyball lowlights, and I'm assuming if you're a volleyball player watching this video, you have too. So today, what we are going to be doing is going through my followers' volleyball lowlights and rating and reacting to them. I'm not gonna lie, there are a ton of absolutely hilarious volleyball lowlights in this video, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me as we watch and react to my followers' volleyball lowlights. As always, make sure to leave a like on this video. It helps me out a ton. Comment down below what the craziest way you've ever scored a volleyball point is, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. We are on the road to 200,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Real quick, before we get into the first volleyball lowlight, this is how the lowlight grading scale is gonna work. It's based off the numbers 1 through 10, with 1 being like, you know what, that was actually just a pretty normal volleyball play. Like, there's nothing really low-lighty about that play. It's just pretty mid, okay? We can use the word mid to describe it if you get a 1. However, if you get a 10 on the low light volleyball grading scale, that means your volleyball clip was so cringy, so hard to watch, so hilarious, so absolutely brutally embarrassing that it deserves a perfect 10 on the low light volleyball grading scale. Honestly, I'm hoping that one of the videos today gets a 10. I don't believe we have given out a 10 so far. With all of that out of the way, let's hop straight into the first volleyball low light. What do we got here first? He said his mom got the video. What did your mom get the video of? Okay, I don't even know what prompted you to even try that. I'm assuming your toss was maybe a little off or something. But yeah, you can't set the ball over on a serve. That's type crazy that you even tried to do that. I mean, at least just take a swing at it, you know? What's the saying goes? Like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You miss 100% of the serves you don't serve. So yeah, that's down there. I've quite literally never seen somebody set the ball over the net as a serve. That's not the craziest low light. I think we'll see it today, but that is pretty embarrassing. I'm probably gonna give that like a 4.5. Next up, what do we got going on here? Oh, that's a deep swing sent over. Send it over! Oh! You know, in that scenario, you had 2 options. You could either send the ball over the net, or you could one arm swing at it and send it straight into your teammate's face. You obviously chose the latter and just decided to send that ball straight into the face of your teammate. That's crazy. Me personally, if I'm the teammate that just got hit in the face, I'm not happy in that situation. I'm gonna be like, what the heck? The net is that way, and you hit me while I was over here. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's definitely a low light for sure. I'm gonna give that video like a 7.7. That was pretty funny. Next up, what do we got going on here? Send the ball. Oh, I was gonna say we need to send that ball over because it looked like just a Hail Mary thrown up by one of the front row players to get that ball back into play. And the Libero thought, no, this is my moment that I prove to my coach that I have what it takes to be an outside hitter, and I'm gonna jump up and hit this ball over the net, which I'm pretty sure is illegal anyways. And you missed the ball. Honestly, I feel for you. Like, I know I have friends who are liberos. I have the libero on my team, obviously, and sometimes all the libero wants to do is just let loose and hit once in a while. Maybe that wasn't the greatest scenario. You could have chose to try and hit, but regardless, you definitely did try for it, and you failed in a ball of fiery glory. I'm gonna give that video probably an 8.2. If we look at the score here too, it's 13-10. Like, this is a close game, and y'all split sets, so it's 1-1, 13-10. And this is what the Libero is doing. That's a little crazy. Maybe one day in the future you'll get your opportunity to play outside, but definitely not in that tournament, that's for sure. All right, what do we got here? Libero goes for her. Oh, the thud that your face made when it hit the floor. Are you okay? I mean, your team scored, but how are you okay? Randomly having someone jump on you is great. Okay. This is like a low light compilation here. What do we got here? Oh. Yeah, did you like slip in that last one? I don't really know what happened in that last clip, but those first 2 are absolutely gold. The thud that your face made when it hit the floor is a noise that I never want to hear a part of my body make when I dive, ever. That was like a hollow, like, can we just replay that sound a couple times? Like yikes. I hope you're okay. I mean, me personally, I'd be a little disorientated after that. And then in that second clip, yeah, I mean, sometimes your teammates are just gonna jump on you. Like, I've had my teammates jump on me before. It's definitely not fun. Yeah, like I went up to set once in my middle, who doesn't really get the spacing right all the time. He's a great middle. I love playing with him. But yeah, he just jumped on me. So that was fun when a grown man just decides to jump on you. Those two lowlights together, that's pretty fantastic as a mini little compilation there. I'm gonna give you a 9.6. That's a pretty admirable score. I get comments sometimes saying that I'm a little bit of a tough grader, but those two videos, that's a 9.6 for me. Well done. Those are great lowlights. Moving on to our next clip. What do we got? Okay, this looks pretty professional if you ask me. Boink. Okay. Straight off the head as a middle. That honestly, that looks like more of like a professional type court that you're playing on. And yeah, sometimes I guess just as a blocker, like you just gotta be aware that as you go up to block, especially if you have the blessing of being able to get your head over the net, it's a blessing and a curse because sometimes people are just gonna go straight off the noggin with you. There's nothing you can really do to combat it. It's kind of just inevitable. I feel like most blockers have experienced something like that before. I know I sure have. Yeah, I know I've definitely been in that situation before where I've gotten hit off the face trying to block. It's not fun, and sometimes it just happens and you just gotta roll with it. No, I'm gonna give that video like a 2.4 because honestly, that's just volleyball sometimes. It's not necessarily that bad of a low light, I would say. Okay, moving on with our next clip. That's a good pass. Oh, we're just gonna set it right back to him. Oh, you didn't even hit it into the net. We just sent that ball straight under the net. 10-foot line on your side. Yeah, you know, maybe after watching that video, I can kind of guess why you're in the back row in the first place. But yeah, props to your setter for believing in you. He just turned straight towards you. Really televised to everybody on the other side of the net, hey, this is the guy. This is the guy that we're gonna set in this situation because I trust him to put the ball away. Yeah, and that trust was taken and crumpled into a ball and thrown straight into the middle of the sun. Yeah, you know, stuff happens. You miscontact the ball. But yeah, that was pretty bad. I myself, that was me. I'd be pretty ashamed of myself. That's probably up there with like a 6. That's up there. That low light's definitely up there. I'd say like a 7.8 is fair. All right, what do we got up next? Pass was a little off the net. That's fine. Okay, a little nonchalant tip. Love to see that. Okay, nice pickup. Middle goes up. Sweet swings. Where's the low light? Okay. Okay, there's the low light. The low light definitely had to be sweatpants out here dancing. That is just a heck of a dance you decided to do for your teammate. I'm all about hyping up your teammates. Me personally, if I did something good and I turn over and my teammates are doing this, I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Everything else was great. Like the middle, putting that ball away, that was pretty excellent if you ask me, but this is just wild. We don't need that. That doesn't belong anywhere in the game of volleyball. Might I suggest you spend some time researching some better celebrations. We're gonna give that video probably like an 8.2. I really was not a fan of that, that's for sure. All right, what do we got up next here? Failed jump serve. Okay, you know, jump serving is hard, man. It's really freaking hard. That's what I've learned this year. That has been my takeaway from playing volleyball. That jump serving is not easy. There's a lot of components that go into it, and some of those guys at the high level that just make it look so easy. It's really telling when somebody puts a lot of time into something to make it look that easy. I don't know if that made sense, but that's kind of where my mind is at with that. Yeah, you missed the ball pretty badly. Maybe might have suggest float serving just might be the way to go for you. Sometimes you just got to put it in, trust your defense. So yeah, we're gonna give that play probably like a 6.7. I think that's fair. All right, what do we got up next? Little middle tip. Oh, it went in the hoop. It went in the hoop. You could barely see it, but I'm pretty sure at the end of that point, right, the middle dinks it over with the left hand, and they shank it into the basketball hoop. I love seeing moments in sports where two sports cross over to create one absolutely legendary video. I know we've all played volleyball in some gyms. There are just basketball hoops just like up there around for that exact reason, for us to try and do that in. And the fact that you did it in a way that is completely acceptable is incredible. Like that's just an outstanding video. Way to make that passer shank the ball into the basketball hoop. That video, although there's not too much low lighty about it, the odds of that happening, like there's no way that passer is gonna be able to do that again. So I'm gonna give that a 9.2 on the low light scale. Very impressive stuff. All right, what do we got? Oh, Baller TV, love to see it. And there goes Baller TV. My guy just And he's just on the ground smiling. He just destroyed Baller TV. Baller TV just got obliterated. The funny thing is, I don't know what happened, if that guy got the point. It seemed like he saved the ball. He was able to bring it back into play, but Baller TV took a hit there afterwards, that's for sure. Yeah, if you're a parent out there, or if you've set up a camera in a convention center, you just gotta know that that thing's like prone to be fodder. Just bound to lose hundreds and hundreds of dollars in technology from stray balls hitting their camera equipment. It's happened to me, and I just play in gyms where there's one other team, not 50, you know? Honestly, that's a pretty unique low light, I will say. I'm gonna give that video a 7.9 out of 10. All right, what do we got up here? Okay, setting up the camera on the ground. I used to do this, and you just hit it into the net. You know, I commend you for the confidence. You know, you were gonna set up that camera, take a little highlight video of yourself, and it just went south. I commend you with the willingness to send that to me to publicly ridicule on the internet. That's really commendable from that aspect. Yeah, I've definitely been there in my life where I've set up my like phone on the floor because I've had nobody else to like take videos of me like in hitting lines and stuff when I want to show how high I could bounce. Yeah, I can bounce pretty high, obviously, but yeah, you know, sometimes that happens. Honestly, that skill, that self-toss hitting over the net, that's a great drill to work on timing and like hitting, but it's also really stinking hard. It's not an easy drill by any means, but I commend you. I've said the word commend like 6 times in this segment, but I appreciate you going for it. I'm gonna give that low light probably like a 5.7 out of 10. All right, what do we got here? That's a pretty good float. It looks like it's going out though. You just blew up that Libero. That Libero just got blown up on your serve there. I think that that's the highlight, but if we zoom in a little bit, like that Libero just decided not to use his hands and use his shoulder instead. It's a pretty impressive that that ball even went up. That would have been the first time in history that we've seen somebody get hit in the face on a high arcing float serve. That would have made history right there, that's for sure. But yeah, quite rare to see a Libero of all people, get blown up on a float serve that was pretty high arcing in the air. I gotta give that video like a 5.1, is around where that deserves. He really saved himself. He would have probably scored a little higher, but he was the one who was able to send that ball over the net. He saved himself a little bit in that video, that's for sure. Okay, we got a little hitting line clip. I love my hitting line clips when we hit in the hitting line clips. You know, timing is hard. Sometimes we just jump up in the air thinking we're gonna smash a volleyball and we land and the volleyball lands right next to us, you know? What else can I say? Volleyball is a ridiculously hard sport. Whoever disagrees with that obviously has never played volleyball before. Yeah, that video is pretty low, I will say. I'm gonna give you a 6.5 on the low light scale. I feel like that's pretty appropriate rating. All right, what do we got here? That's a good up. Set him or set straight into the net. Okay, there's 2 different ways we can choose to interpret this, and I am a setter myself, so I have that setter biasness, so I'll tell you which one I'm gonna lean towards after I explain our 2 options here. First option, more likely of the 2. He tried to do a little backwards tip dump over the net, and it was just short, so it didn't go over the net and made him look really stupid. Second option, which favors the setter here, which I'm gonna choose to view this video as, is he was running a back 1 with his middle, and his middle was not there to hit the ball. So as a setter myself, I'm gonna choose to go ahead and blame the middle and say that that wasn't the setter's fault. And based off of that criteria, I'm gonna give that video a 2.4 out of 10, blaming the middle, moving on. All right, what do we got here? That's a crazy combination, the gray Crocs and the pink shoe. Oh, okay. That's just an example of a middle being in the way. You know, middles sometimes are in the way when setters like myself are trying to set the ball. And I guess when we're trying to hit the ball out of the back row, like you kind of landed on her. I think it would have made for a better video if like y'all like fell on each other and like hit the floor. That would have probably been a little funnier. But the problem I have with this video is that you scored. Like you hit the ball in bounds and scored a point. So like it's not even that bad of a low light. So for that, I'm probably gonna give it like a 1. It had 9 potential, but it ended up being 1. So 1 out of 10, that's where it belongs on the low light scale. All right, what do we got here? Okay, middle tossing it himself. And just completely running too fast and hitting it into the net. I don't really know who to blame here. Again, I am biased towards setters, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blame the middle for tossing that ball and then immediately running in. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Made you look a little unathletic, as most low lights end up doing. Yeah, that's probably like a 3.8 for me. I feel like we can't go any higher or lower just because I've seen middles do that, like in game too. It's just something that happens with the middles. Middle timing sets is probably the hardest out of all positions that you can set because they gotta be up in the air the quickest, so it is a little bit more difficult. But yeah, that video deserves a 3.8 in my opinion. All right, where is my volleyball? I don't know. Where is your volleyball? Oh, just straight in the moneymaker right there. That's gotta hurt. I mean, it's never fun to get hit there, period. But I will say you were almost in the right position for defense. Just a little short. You need to come up a little bit. But yeah, it's never quite fun to get hit straight in the you-know-where. The good news is you didn't get hit too hard. I feel like it could have been a lot worse. The volleyball definitely sucker punched you, that's for sure. We're gonna give that video a 6-7. Oh, this is the coolest volleyball court I think I've seen so far. Outdoors too. Okay, why did we just watch that ball drop? Okay, we got another rally. That was pretty embarrassing for a free, okay. Okay, we're just letting volleyballs drop. What's up with that? Let's play some defense. Free ball defense, come on. What am I watching? You just missed the serve like 5 feet short. Okay, underhand serve, I'm okay with that, that's fine. Can we please get the ball over the net? Yes, we can. And we're just, no. 4 times in that video, ball hit the floor, no body with it. That's it, we're running. Everybody, if you're watching this video right now, run. 3 laps, go. Because that's just ridiculous. I wouldn't even consider that a low light. That's just 0 effort volleyball, and I can't stand that. We're giving that video a 3 for 3 push-ups. Everybody do 3 push-ups now for watching that. That's just disgraceful. 3 push-ups, go. I apologize, my inner volleyball coach just came out there. What do we have here? A little jump serve action, and we've seen a couple videos today where the jump serves haven't quite been where they should have been. You know, that's okay. It's hard. Jump serving's hard, man. It's not an easy skill. Definitely not meant for everybody to be really good at. That's what I'll say. There's a reason why coach lets some people on your volleyball team jump serve and others not, you know? It's a rite of passage. I mean, there's a skill gap there for sure. And maybe one day, my bro, I hope you'll get there, but that day is definitely not today from seeing the look of that serve. So we're gonna give you a 6.2 because at least your ball got to the 10-foot line. Like maybe we can work our way up to getting to the midway point and then maybe hitting the net, and then eventually we'll get over, okay? That's my challenge to you. Finish off the video. What do we got here? Little out of system set. That was actually a really good out of system set. Diving effort by the middle to put the ball over on 2. Okay, little fake jump set to the D-ball set. That was pretty attractive. I won't lie, that was a pretty good set. Setter goes up and hits it! Out of bounds. You hit it out of bounds. My guy, I had so much faith in you. You showed the fake swing jump set, which looked really good. You did set the D-ball, which was a little questionable. I think he needed a little bit of a higher set because he had to push the ball over with a set of himself. You know, I commend that because that is my favorite thing to do, is just to go up on 2 and hit the ball. You did send it out of bounds, which is always unfortunate because you're a setter and you're not even supposed to hit in the first place. And when you do, you should probably bounce the crap out of it. I have extreme setter bias, so I'm not even afraid to say that at this point. So I'm gonna give your low light like a 1.6 because there's a lot of good volleyball plays just hindered by one poor decision. All right, and thank you guys so much for watching. That concludes my volleyball follower low light video. If you guys want to see another part to this little series that I've done, I've made one of these videos in the past. You can go check that out if you want to see some more volleyball low lights. If we get 1,000 likes on this video, I will make another part reacting to some more low lights. We are still waiting on that coveted volleyball low light 10. I want to see one of you guys submit a clip that reaches that rank. Make sure to go follow me on my Instagram, where I will be announcing when and how you can submit your clips to be a part of one of these future videos. Make sure to leave a like on this video, comment down below what your favorite low light was, and subscribe if you're new. We are on the road to 200,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.